Welcome into this Ed's Extra Point. I'm Ed Lane. SI.com's in the middle of releasing a 5-part investigation on the Oklahoma+State Cowboy football program from the early 2000s through 2011. It entails everything from sexual misconduct and rampant sexual activity amongst players, drug use, including before games, as well as academic misconduct and pay for play. Well, what do you know? It's something that seems to have happened at other universities, and I think at this point fans are honestly tired of hearing about these sanctions when nothing is being done to resolve the core issues of why they take place. But another part of the reason is nobody has ever cracked down harshly on any of these violations, particularly the academic or the pay for play, which are supposedly so severe. Yes, the NCAA may suspend you from bowl games and take away some scholarships, but they're not going to take you off TV. They're not going to hit you with any severe ban which may cripple your brand and cripple the sports brand. And so every program in college football, I think, pushes the rules to some extent and understands that if they get caught, the punishment will only be so severe because the NCAA and the big conferences and the big universities don't want to lose the value of this particular product as a means of advertising. It speaks to the need to reform, but it is rooted in the lack of accountability, which was fostered early when these problems took place and nothing was done about them. It's relevant to NASCAR as well in a story they have going on with Clint+Bowyer, driver for Martin+Truex Jr.'s team and Michael Waltrip Racing, spinning intentionally. Bowyer spins late at Richmond. Truex gains admission into the chase because the caution comes out and it reshuffles the field. And Michael Waltrip, instead of just getting Clint+Bowyer into the chase, also sees their teammate and driver, Martin+Truex Jr., clinch a spot as well. NASCAR reviews deems that Bowyer's spin was intentional, and they strip Bowyer, Truex, and their teammate Brian Vickers 50 points each. But Bowyer still is in the chase, Truex is still racing the rest of the season, and Vickers, while docked 50 points, was nowhere close to contending himself for a spot in the chase. They also issue a $300,000 fine to Michael Waltrip Racing, but I don't think that's nearly enough. When you look at where NASCAR is right now, and the fact that they view this move as a jeopardy of the integrity of their sport. If you're going to do that, you have to suspend Bowyer and Truex the rest of the season. Sure, it may piss off a couple of your sponsors like 5 Hour Energy, big NASCAR sponsor, and Bowyer's primary one, and Napa may not like it either. They're a sponsor of Martin+Truex Jr. and also very well connected within the NASCAR advertising community and their support of NASCAR. But if you care about the integrity of the sport, how can you not do it? How can you not come out and say we need to make a point for the sake of NASCAR and for the sake of our brand and product? Don't manipulate the outcome of a race. Because if this is the only penalty, what's to stop another organization from doing this in the future? And what's to stop every organization from realizing what many college football programs and college basketball programs have realized about the NCAA? They'll punish us, but we can overcome it. Now NASCAR is setting a similar precedent with drivers manipulating outcomes of races and teams doing the same thing. If you have the money, you can overcome it. If you're a big enough brand, you can overcome it. And we're not going to cripple your bases because we care more about our financial interest immediately as opposed to the sport's credibility and well-being. And the sad part for NASCAR is it actually does jeopardize the entertainment product to the fans. As bad as the allegations are at Oklahoma+State and at many college universities, other than players consuming drugs before a contest or harming other individuals, I think we've largely accepted that athletes will get many women, they will party when they want to, and as long as it's after the game and it doesn't impact their play, we don't care, and that we need academic reform, and we need to seriously consider how we handle payments and stipends for these student athletes, given the difference of what they make now versus years ago. But the NCAA is at least making progress, and it's not damaging their product on the field and the entertainment value. NASCAR sadly can't say the same, and they take a big step back with their ruling on Michael Waltrip Racing. With this Ed's Extra Point, I'm Ed Lane.